Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Today we're checking the files. Because there's a new file.
We knew it was here. We just haven't looked at it yet,
Yeah.
so,
Oh.
Jeez.
Alright, let's play.
Doki Doki boom.
Why do I have to be the bug clicker?
As you can see, things are tense.
These are tense because it's the day of the festival.
Yeah, we kind of did a cliffhanger last time, but
yeah, of all days, I expected this to be one where I'm walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori ends answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decide that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself, carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too.
He's really handling 2 girls at once.
Oh yeah. Slushy, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she's prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days this important she'd try a little harder.
Yeah, well done, Sam.
Thank you. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because that's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Slushy. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of let her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monika's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pan flips? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it almost a professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Slushy, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal, at least to wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday I would be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. That's what I want to give her. I reached Sayori's house and knocked on the door. I don't expect any answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori, she really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house, that really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Miles.
Yeah.
Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't want to have to enter the room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sir, I wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be here for her. I told her what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it was for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it's always been, then I could have prevented this. I knew I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed me from. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. I knew it was gonna happen, but it still hits me.
Exit. Let's look at the file. Oh no! No!
And look at Monica. She looks so proud of herself. Oh. I knew it was gonna happen.
You don't even have any new mail. Check files, so.
No. Files. Yep.
There, she's gone.
She's gone. Game.
Wait, go back. Go back. No, not to characters. Is there something new here other than the what's the trace back?
Trace back text. Command quantum server build. VM container entitled Doki Doki Literature Club run data. Uncaught VM runtime inspection occurred. Extraction stack trace. File game script. Line 67 and script call. 129. 295 and script phantom file. Line 269 in module. A jump exception occurred. Exception. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this. I think. Actually, you know what? This is probably a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Haha. Well, here goes nothing.
When she died in the background, it did say exception occurred, and it seems implied the exception is Monica. I guess.
Yeah. This is Monica. Oh man, I knew what happened, but it's so hard.
Never something easy to go through.
No. Oh. Anything new? No.
Check the backup. Wait, what's the test?
File copy from disposable drive to client to thin client. I think that was always there. Anything else? Okay, well, back into the game.
Yeah, let's just read it back up
Is
again.
Sayori? Oh, okay, she's still in here. Okie.
Let's look at load game, see what if.
Oh, it's all there. Should I see what happens if I click it?
Yeah, try.
Oh.
Yeah.
The save file is corrupt. Starting a new game.
Yep.
Wait, I wonder if we check the history if that says anything. History's current empty. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle for the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school to like any other. I wonder if... Okay. Like any other, mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I wonder if I go to save if anything's there. No, yeah, it's just all gone. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Whew. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be the most demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but start with the anime club. Slushy. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you in here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. Why do we do know each other. Well, we really talked, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyways? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Haha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand with all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity, about how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
That's exactly what she said at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Haha. It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Slushy? By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could stay at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse to someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Haha, awesome. You're really sweet, Slushy. You know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile.
In the first time it said that you sold the soul for cupcakes.
Yeah. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica is full of energy and swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Oh.
Oh shoot, that's me. Gosh, that happened the first time as well. I'm sorry, I'm just out of it.
No, don't worry.
Huh? A guest?
I spilled water on myself.
Oh. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Atmosphere. Spaceship.
Space. Oh man, I need a drink, because there's a lot of reading I did by myself.
Yeah.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Slushy. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Who should we date this route?
Yuri.
Yuri? Okay,
It's nearly impossible to do Natsuki on this route, so let's just go full Yuri.
Okay.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Slushy in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Slushy? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. I do like how it starts moving quicker here, too.
Same, but still.
Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all their effort to start something brand new, especially when something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, so I'm just gonna interrupt again. We are I guess it started like 10, 20 minutes ago, but like, we're officially in the horror part of the horror games. So just like, get ready for that. If we're less energetic, less silly, it's because this game does have a bit of an emotional toil on you.
Especially after the Sayori stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we tried to time the videos so that like we wouldn't end on the Sayori, just so that like, because that's a lot to go through, and I feel like that's not a good note to end on ever. No. Anyways, let's just keep going. I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before setting down the teapot in the middle. Do you keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Slushy, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quickly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks as if she wants to say something, but she kept quiet.
No, not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
It's so weird going through the same stuff over again. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingertip.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
I like how they say that at the beginning.
Yeah,
and then they say it like after.
It's literally poetic.
It is. It is poetic.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Haha, I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over from me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? That's Sayori's line.
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
I'm not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience?
It kind of throws me off because I expect there to be more creepy stuff happening right now.
I know, it does.
I don't like how it's like back to normal right now, at least as normal as it can be.
Yeah. Maybe if you share some of your workings, an example, and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Huh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share the poems with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Did you agree as well, Slushy?
Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls show up back at me with dejected eyes. But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Slushy. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find a new member. And if we don't find one before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like that? I feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation.
In part 1, he did it just because, like, haughty and whatever. And this, he had, like, a genuine reason to say,
he does.
I guess.
He does have a genuine
Like, he's being genuinely guilt-tripped.
That's true. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful... Okay, well... He's still...
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
Wow! Good choice. Wow.
Wow, I didn't think he would do it. Throw me for a loop, why don't you?
Dang.
One by one, the girls' eyes line up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Slushy? Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed.
Oh, and part 1, she's like, if you left...
After
or if you
eating
just
a
came for the
cupcake,
cupcakes. Yeah. Slushy, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to next class so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Slushy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I wonder if some of the words are weird that are supposed to be sayores.
Yes, let's read a special poem.
A dream. Who wants to read it?
A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There are 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere, and there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. The laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. What do you think this means?
I have no idea. Because is Sayori writing this? Or is... Because it's no one's handwriting.
Yeah, it's like typewriter.
It's hard. And what is the... Because my first assumption is this is like Monica's the one in the dream and this is Sayori,
Yeah.
but like that doesn't...
No,
it doesn't piece together, I guess.
I assumed the person who told the joke was like the player.
The player?
Either
Yeah.
like us as the player or the player character.
I think so. Yeah. Maybe I don't.
Let's
in the
keep
dream
going.
stuff. Okay.
Okay, so
Oh, is there just less words?
I guess.
Is there?
So just do like contamination. That's a good Yuri.
Oh yeah.
Try joy. Why did joy do a Yuri?
I don't know.
Uncontrollable. What was that face? What was that face? What was that face? What was that face? What was that? No. Unrequited, yeah.
I don't know what that face was.
Massacre.
So do you think the Sayori words are just Natsuki's words, or
I
just
don't know.
Sayori's words just aren't here?
Cause I know one time I clicked like a Natsuki word, a Sayori word, and she actually popped up from below. Either that,
Oh, really?
Either that, or like Monica did. Like she
Huh.
just like you like could just barely see her hop. I don't know.
Oh,
Let's try massacre.
massacre. If we see any say words, we should try click it. clumsy,
Laugh.
laugh. No?
Nope.
Huh. Whistle, jumpy, inferno.
Hope. Yeah, that's a Yuri word now.
Huh. Okay, yeah.
Memories. Oh, that's
Oh,
her.
pain.
Sensei. Oh yeah, try pain.
No, because wasn't that a say word?
Yeah, that was.
Determination,
Yep.
lollipop, nature, pure comfort, eternity, extraordinary. Oh,
Oh, really? That's her.
heaven sent.
Heaven sent.
Anxiety, marriage, philosophy,
It's
defeat.
philosophy.
Oh yeah, intellectual.
No, try romance. All right, whatever. Oh, it's it. Click it. Click it. All right.
Spice, skirt, holiday candy, depression.
Try depression.
Huh. Excitement, questionable, waterfall, chocolate, fear, incapable, shopping, broke.
Incapable. That was a Sayori, I believe.
Huh.
If love ever appears, pick that one.
Okay.
Vivacious. All right.
Oh wow.
Wowee. All right.
Hi again, Slushy.
I think it's time to end this one, actually.
Yeah, I'd say that's a.
A lot happened this time, and we're officially in the we're in the rough stuff from here on out.
We are in the rough
Yeah,
stuff.
so thanks for sticking with us thus far. And get ready for things to just get a lot crazier. And I don't even we're like most of the way we're like I guess 2/3 of the way through the base game. But now we've got
So.
Oh wait, let's look at pictures real fast actually before we close.
Oh yeah. I wonder if it's our special poem. No. Huh.
Oh,
here
yeah.
It is. Secrets.
Oh yeah, secret poem, yeah.
One of the 11 special poems, DDLC selected 3 random special poems to appear when it started for the first time. Huh.
For the first time.
Dang.
Alright, go back. Go down, there's more. There's concept art there.
Oh. Oh. First sketches of Sayor's third CG. This was eventually mirrored, making the final CG the only instance where Sayor's bow was on the other side of her head.
Attempt to load a save file after Sayori's death.
Oh.
Alright, go back. Alright. Now, for real this time, thanks for watching, and we'll... Wait.
Can you hear me?
Oh, never mind. Oh, gosh.
There's a low devil inside all of us. Wasn't that someone's poem? That was Monica's poem. Right? I remember that being a thing.
No, that was something we said about one of Sayori's poems.
Was it?
Yeah.
Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through very little crevices they can find into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden by only the sleeve of a cute shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass and already present in every single one of them. That's why I did choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot.
So that is from Monica.
Monica. She's like, okay.
Alright, now for real this time.
For real.
Thanks for watching, and see you next time.